Eagles National Football Show. Appreciate you coming aboard. Please hit the like button. I saw a comment made by a local Philadelphia sports media guy that compared Joel Embiid to McNabb. That's a poor comparison. McNabb won. Not to the limits that everyone wanted, but Embiid has won nothing. Get this. The worst thing that could have ever happened to Joel Embiid is that he won the MVP award. Will he be as hungry? Seems to be the biggest accomplishment in his life. I mean, when you look at Jalen Hurts and what Jalen Hurts and all of his personal accomplishments, they probably mean nothing to him. Same with Brady. I think there's an innate thing in you when you're those guys because there's a never-ending finish line. I don't think that Jordan looks at his MVP awards and really gives a shit about any of them. I think he cares about the finals MVPs because that's closing a deal and winning the ultimate prize. I think Jordan's greatest accomplishments and his greatest probably awards are his finals most valuable players and the fact that he won 70 games with one of those teams, unlike Golden State. Golden State, they don't have the greatest NBA team of all time. They didn't win it. The team that won 70 games and closed out the finals and won it, the Bulls team will always be better than that Warriors team. They didn't win. Winning the championship is the ultimate. Joel Embiid winning the MVP awards, the worst thing could ever happen to him. By the way, guy like Bryce Harper winning the MLB MVP, that's one of the greatest things that could ever happen to him. You know why? He's more driven. There's certain guys that have an extra gear and a gas pedal when they start to get accomplishments and they start to get these great awards because they start elevating. Once you win something like that, once you start becoming one of those guys, once you see yourself elevating your game like Kobe, and people start revering you more, hey, man, it's tougher to stay on top than it is to climb, I think. It's tougher. It's tougher to climb. You know, that's a tough thing. To climb, staying on top. Come on, man. Staying on top is impossible. Joel Embiid has won nothing. He hasn't even won get this. Has Joel Embiid won the respect of the Philadelphia sports fan base like Jalen Hurts has? No. Jalen Hurts in 1 year has done more than what Joel Embiid has done in his time in Philadelphia already on winning the fan base's trust. That eventually, get this, Bryce Harper too. You could make the debate that Bryce Harper and Jalen Hurts have the trust of the Philadelphia sports franchises, fan bases. They believe those guys go out every day to try to win ball games. And Embiid is satisfied. He cried like when he won the chip. Okay? My name is Dan Sileo. I love the Mets. In April. I love the Mets in April. Come October, everybody's back to being a Yankee fan. Embiid wants to play in Miami. That's it. Pick up your shit and just go run somewhere. Go ahead. Without a doubt, Hurts and Harper are miles ahead of Embiid in fan interest and support. And Jalen just lost the Super Bowl. But you know what fans are giving him? Dude, you fought your ass off in that game against the guy. You fought your ass off against that guy. I think Bryce Harper, dude, I love the gold cleats. I am a massive fan of that guy. He's the only guy in baseball with a set of cojones. Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout play in Los Angeles and you wouldn't know it. Bryce Harper's a bigger star than Machado or Nolan Arenado or Mookie Betts. He's baseball's biggest star, in my opinion. And he plays in a city that kind of personifies his reputation and his attitude and ego. Philly's got an ego. I love it. You see, people in New York hate ego. People in LA hate ego. People in Chicago kind of like it. People in Philly like a guy with a good ego that backs it up. Dude, if you talk shit and you back it up, that to me would be Philly made. I mean, Big Sil's talking shit in Philly. Gee. It's like putting OJ's glove on. Too soon? Probably too soon. Too soon? You know, Kennedy and Lincoln, probably too soon also, right? Too soon, right? All right. It doesn't fit. Yeah, right. Yeah, my hand has palsy too. I couldn't put my hand in the glove either. Trust me, if that was my glove and I was on trial, that thing would never have gone on anywhere. Wouldn't have went on 2 fingers. Sills, get some green in the background. Dude, I got this right here, man. Right in front of me. I got it, man. Get some green. I like it. Joshua, you're dead right. All right. Where's Niner? I need Niner. Where's Niner guy? Come out, wherever you are. Niner. Niner. Come out, wherever you are. I sound like the guy, Robert De Niro's, come out, wherever you are. Where's Niner? Gotta be in here. I got some bad news for you, dude. I got some bad news. You guys probably ran Niner out of the building. Well, I got some news for Niner. Cape Fear. Thank you, Arthur. Niner. Come out, wherever you are. I got that redneck thing down. Trust me, when you live in Florida, man, you get come out, wherever you are. You see enough Confederate flags in the state of Florida, you start talking shit like that. Hey, Tone. Hey, Tone, you start seeing enough Confederate flags, you start talking like this. Come out, wherever you are. Oh, man. I don't know. After a while, I'm starting to talk like this down there. Hey, man, you got to go along with some of them dudes, man. You know how many trucks have gun racks and you don't see the gun and you're like, where is it in the seat? Come out, wherever you are. All right. Niner's hiding. All right. Someone's going to have to convey this. This is really shitty, man. And you want to know, this is probably the nicest way you could possibly tell somebody that you ain't it. So George Kittle has come out saying, I want to get this right. Here. Trey Lance is a starter, but it's Purdy's job. And it's his job, and he's our guy. That's the nicest way you could tell somebody you're not the guy. You're not the guy here. One of your main all-pro stars, targets, number 1, 2, whatever you want to call him, he's saying, you're not good enough to get me the ball. The guy that's rehabbing is better. Wow. What? That ain't a backhanded slap. He slapped him right in the face. Nice. But get this, not full force because he didn't want to injure him too bad. Remember what Trent Williams said the other day? I really like how he takes criticism What the hell does that mean? Who cares about that? Man. So you now have teammates. That's great for the Eagle fans. Eagle guys, think of this. They got guys on that team right now that are saying Trey Lance ain't good enough to win ball games. Nobody does this. Well, he's a starter, but just not here. How do you know that? Are you really going on 9 games from Brock? 9 games with Brock Purdy was good enough to sell the entire 53-man roster in San Francisco that Trey Lance isn't good enough. I don't know about you, but if I was on that coaching staff and I was in that front office, that's not exactly what I want to hear. My number one pick in all the draft choices I gave up for that guy and have my star players going, he's not that good. Wow. Gigi goes bust. Man, he's a bust on the Niners. The Niner players don't think he's good enough. Jesus. Remember what I told you yesterday about no noise in Philly? That's a prime example. The noise in Buff. Look at who were the noisiest teams this year? The Jets, the Niners, the Bills. Who else? I don't think the Cowboys have been that noisy. I don't think they've been that noisy. Raiders a little. Damn. In my opinion, I think all those teams that were noisy like that may indeed end up struggling. Surprising. That's right. JM, that's a great one. For a guy with all those sexual misconduct cases that he had against him, Cleveland's been awful quiet. That's kudos to them. They've been practicing football. They've been working on football. Good for them. I think that's important. He's going to need it. He's absolutely going to need it. But you have the San Francisco 49er stars now coming out saying he's not good enough. If you're in Philly, you're like this. That's my competition. You got players now singling out, well, Brock Purdy's our guy. The guy that we have now is not, so we're not going to be the same team at the beginning of the year. Wow. Hey, Gigi, the Cardinals been noisy? Does it matter? Hey, does it matter? The Cardinals? The Cardinals. All right. I'm going to do something here. Get this. You're not going to believe this. I have a higher opinion of one of your players than what the national people do. Let me get to this. I completely disagree with CBS's list. I completely disagree. Of the top 100 players, I didn't want to bore you to death with the top 100, so I'm not going there. So I did the top 20. The Big Sales top 20 best players in the NFL. Any position. Okay? Any position. This is where I have it. And I'm going to start at 20. I got Trevor Lawrence, Jaguars, as the 20th best player in the NFL. At 19, I have Jalen Hurts as the 19th best player in the league. Eagles quarterback. You know where CBS had him ranked? 31st out of the top 100. They had Hurts 31. I have him 19. I think higher of Jalen than what the national pundits do, like Pete Prisco and them guys. They have Jalen ranked 31. I said the same thing, Neil. You don't think that guy's one of the top 20 players in the NFL? I think you're out of your mind. I totally think Jalen's in the top 20. And again, I think you could probably arrange any of these 20. I was like, you don't have Jalen Hurts in the top 20. You got him 31. CBS Sports is ranked in the top 100 players. Jalen Hurts, number 31. I at least have him 19th. I got Justin Herbert, 18. Chargers. At 17, Jalen Ramsey. Dolphins. Corner. At 16, Lane Johnson. Eagles. Right tackle. 15, Devontae Adams. Raiders. Wide receiver. 14, Chris Jones. Chiefs. DT. 13, Sauce Gardner. Jets. Cornerback. 12, Tyreek Hill. Dolphins. Wide receivers. 11, TJ Watt. Steelers. Edge. Again, here's 20-11. Trevor Lawrence, 20. Jalen Hurts, 19. Like I said, go down and look at the list of the people that they have ranked ahead of Jalen Hurts. You won't be mad at Big Sills. I don't think he's the 31st best player in the NFL. I got him in the top 20. And could you move him ahead of Justin Herbert? I'd be fine with that. Jalen Hurts, 19. Herbert, 18. Jalen Ramsey, 17. Lane, 16. Devontae Adams, 15. Chris Jones, 14. Sauce Gardner, Jets, 13. Sue, Herbert's he's a better passing quarterback than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is the best RPO quarterback in the league, whatever that means. Nobody on the planet would take or draft Jalen Hurts over Justin Herbert. If you put him in a draft, so nobody would take Jalen Hurts over Justin Herbert. Nobody. Only people in Philly. Nobody would do that. Nobody would draft Jalen over Justin Herbert. Nobody on the planet would do that. By the way, I don't have Lamar Jackson in the top 20. I don't have Dak in the top 20. Yeah, right now, Chris. Nobody's going to draft a guy with 1 year under his belt playing some pretty good football and sit there and try to tell me. And like I said, if Jalen Hurts was in the AFC, I don't know. I'm not going to get to that debate yet. And again, watch this. We'll agree to disagree. You take him, I'll take Herbert. I think he's a better quarterback. That's the kind of quarterback I want to build my team around. Okay? He needs better coaching, in my opinion. So what do you think Justin Herbert would do in Philly? With all the best O-line, 2 superstar wideouts, and a superstar tight end. What do you think he would do? 6,000 yards? What would Joe Burrow do with that team? Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl with the 31st worst O-line. What do you think he would do with that? 7,000 yards? I think get this. I don't think Lamar Jackson can come into Philadelphia and do the job that Jalen did. Tyreek Hill 12. TJ 11. Here's the top 10 players in the NFL. I'm completely, like I said, I completely disagree with CBS Sports. I don't really like that guy, Pete Prisco. I mean, I had my show on in Jacksonville one time, so maybe I have an ass with the guy because he hated the fact that I had my show on there and they put me on in 6 markets. He was such a tool. Anyway, and you know what? Get this. I don't know why I continue to do this, but I do it. I got Micah Parsons 10. I know. Ugh. He's a good player. I just, again, is he one of the top 10 players in the league? Yes. Yes. He's one of the top 10 players in the league. I just want more from him. Number 9, Trent Williams. Left offensive tackle, San Francisco 49ers. Best left tackle in the sport. First ballot Hall of Famer. Tremendous. Run blocker. Tremendous. Okay. Tremendous. Just tremendous left tackle. I got Aaron Donald at number 8. I think Donald still has some gas. I mean, how many years did he have the title of being the best player in the league? 4? And right now, after all this time, he's the 8th best player in the league still. Great accomplishment. First ballot Hall of Famer. Travis Kelce is 7. Hey, get this. You're probably already in the top 10. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential Hall of Famers. You got probably 6 Hall of Famers in this top 10. Trent Williams 9, Aaron Donald 8, Travis Kelce 7, Chiefs tight end. Myles Garrett 6, Browns edge rusher. 5 is Josh Allen. Get this. CBS has him ranked 3rd. I don't think so. 3rd? Little high. I don't believe that Allen's better than Bosa or Jefferson. I got Nick Bosa 4th. 49ers edge. And I got they got Justin Jefferson ranked 17th. And I'm like, I don't think so. Okay? I don't think so. I got Jefferson 3rd. I got Burrow 2nd. And I got Mahomes 1. So here's the top 20 Big Sills NFL players in the league right now. And again, it's completely different than CBS's. I just don't, I just don't get the whole Hurts thing is actually whacked. 31 to have him ranked. No, I'll give Hurts top 20 billing as one of the top. There's a lot of great players I haven't mentioned here. There's a lot of superstar players. Lamar Jackson's not mentioned. Shit, man, a ton of them. Ton of wide receivers. Stephon Diggs. They had Stephon Diggs in the top 20. I don't buy that. Okay? I do not see that. I didn't put Dak in here. Mahomes 1, Burrow 2, Jefferson 3, Bosa 4, Nick, Allen 5, Myles Garrett 6, Travis Kelce 7, Aaron Donald 8, Trent Williams 9, Micah Parsons 10, TJ Watt 11, Tyreek Hill 12, Sauce Gardner. Now, here's the one issue that I have with Gardner, along with Hurts. He's a star in his rookie year. It's 1 year. I debated on that. He just looks like the best corner in the sport, though. I don't think it's really close. He's the best corner in the sport. No, not one running back, no. But 1 year, kind of like Jalen, 1 year, most of these guys have multiple years. Really, the only guys that don't have multiple years are Trevor Lawrence and Jalen and Sauce Gardner that are in my top 20. The rest of them have multiple years of putting pretty good numbers up. Okay. Chris Jones, I thought Chris Jones dominated the Eagle D-line, especially in the second half. Stopped the run. He played excellent in that game. He actually played excellent on Kelsey and on Sayamalo. He was really good in that game. I got Lane 16th. Actually, Devontae Adams 15, Lane 16. Jalen Ramsey 17. Justin Herbert 18, Jalen 19, and Trevor Lawrence 20. And again, if you want to put Jalen ahead of Justin Herbert, you could do that. I would not have a problem with that. And like I said, you guys may look at me and go, Sills, you have no respect for Jalen. I got a ton more than they do. No, I didn't put Derrick Henry in here. I think he's right outside, probably top 25, somewhere in there. Okay? Reds 215, Eagles go. Did Jones get a sack? No, he stopped the run. And major running game. Non-effective. Stop the run game cold. Here's Neil. Let Jalen do this for another 3 to 4 years. If Jalen Hurts has the same kind, I don't know, maybe Tone agrees. If Jalen Hurts has the next 3 to 4 years, like he played last year, he'll be a top 5 guy. And he'll push the rest of those guys out of the room. Jalen is, last year this time, there's not a person on the planet who would have put Jalen Hurts in the top 50 players. I got him 19th. I wouldn't have put him in the top 50 players last year. Never. Not in a million years. Not in a million years was he a top 50 player. Okay? Big Sills, Miami Hurricanes connection. Big Sills. Oh, okay. They don't? Okay. We rushed for over 100 yards in the Super Bowl. Wasn't enough. And that's below your average. You were second in the league in rushing, correct? You rushed for 100 yards. You needed more because that's your game. That's right. You needed 200 to beat them. You think you're going to beat the Chiefs running the ball 100 yards? You had no chance then. You had no chance. You had 3 and outs in the second half. You had no chance. Not exactly cold. Well, that offense had 3 and outs in the second half. Okay? I don't have Jason Kelce in the top 20. I think he's in the top 25. I think he's a great player. He's not better than Chris Jones. He's not better than Myles Garrett, Travis Kelce, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, TJ Watt, Tyreek Hill. Not happening. Not happening. I'm not going anywhere near that 5-star. Not going anywhere. Seals, the Eagles had 2, 3 and outs all game. Okay. But you don't understand. 2, 3 outs in the second half of a game that a quarterback on the other side is scoring at will in the Super Bowl is is so detrimental. You can't have 3 and outs against Patrick Mahomes. That's exactly why the score was 3 points. And you're down 10. You're right. You can't have 3 and outs, three and outs in the entire game against the Chiefs and beat them. You had no chance of beating them then and running for 100 yards. You were not going to beat them. Dude, we only had 3 and outs in the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid. Well, you got beat. What are you talking about? You can't have 3 and outs. You needed to have an established running attack for 4 quarters of football. The key was keeping Mahomes off the field. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Hurts does not have a loser gene. That is not true. That is absolutely not true. Special teams, the punt down in the corner of the end zone too. Okay. We can't lose against the best player in the league. You can't. I mean, look. Mahomes and Reid were that's Andy Reid's greatest moment of coaching, in my opinion, in the second half. And I would say this to you, coming out of halftime, he was great. He was absolutely great. I thought and by the way, I said this too the day after the game. I thought Jalen was special in the ball game. I really did. I thought he was special. Miles hit the bed. Hurts is a born leader. You guys think that? I do. He carries himself like it. I do. I think so. That was a football game. You know, again, Mahomes. Look at what Mahomes didn't have on that team. One more time again. See, Mahomes doesn't need a big-time running game. Mahomes doesn't need a big-time wideout. Mahomes doesn't really need the best O-line. Jalen needs all that. That guy doesn't need any of that. That's what's making this thing even more separation with him. I think, get this, I think Mahomes has separated himself more so than what Tom Brady. I don't know if you guys agree with this, but I think Mahomes has separated himself so further from the rest of the pack of the other players in the league right now that the gap is so wide that it is wider than anything Tom Brady ever had. And you know what? He may never have the same number of Super Bowls that Tom Brady has, but would you not agree? The gap between him and Joe Burrow, I mean, I think it's closer from 2. When we're talking to quarterbacks in the NFL, I think it's closer from 2 to 8 than it is from 1 to 2. I think the gap is wider. This guy doesn't, he is an organization's dream. You know why? Think about this. You don't have to overspend and overpay for anything. Mahomes is the only quarterback in the NFL that can win a Super Bowl with only a paperclip and a piece of string. How about this? Is there any other quarterback in the NFL that could make a team, I mean like the Bears, and make all 32 teams Super Bowl contenders? I don't think there's another guy in the league at that position that could do that. I think he's the only guy. He's the only guy. He's proving it. Now, look, Kelsey is an all-timer. I get it. Their line's good, not great. Their defense is good, not great. Their play caller is exceptional. And the quarterback is exceptional. I don't think this includes Joe Burrow. I don't think there's another guy in the league that could take the Bears to the playoffs. Now it's the NFC, but can you if the Bears had Mahomes, they're a playoff contender. Okay? Mahomes is just that that's my point here. He's the only guy in the sport that can go to, like, you remember back in the day when you kind of could say that about LeBron. You know, in LeBron's prime, you could probably put LeBron on any team and go like this. Well, they're a contender. You could probably put him on Orlando and they'd be a contender. Okay? Shit, man. If you put Jalen Hurts in Chicago, they might win 8 games. They don't have anything. He's got a full loaded team. He doesn't, dude, and they still lost. Well, they lost to Mahomes. How about this? Here's something else. If he's playing against any other quarterback, Jalen Hurts, he wins that game. He wins that game, I believe. Okay? If they were playing anyone else, I believe they'd have won that game. I think they would. As a matter of fact, I don't think. I know they'd have won that game. Okay? Mahomes is now the same breadth as LeBron and Brady. Once again, here's a guy hearing 5% of what I said. I said Mahomes is one of the only men on the planet right now, like LeBron used to be, that you could put LeBron on any team and they'd be a contender. Yes. As a matter of fact, 2 Super Bowl MVPs in 5 years, 2 Super Bowl wins, 5 consecutive NFC title games. Yeah, he is in LeBron and Brady's early, at 28, whatever he is. Yeah, he is. As a matter of fact, I don't have a problem saying that. You're right, he is. Thank you, dude. At his age, Mahomes is LeBron. Yes. I hate talking about that Super Bowl. Dude, if it's anyone else, he wins it. Okay? Hey, Niner, man. I know you've been hiding on me a little bit here, man, but I had to break the news about your boy Kittle. Your boy Kittle gave your guy a backhanded slap in the face. That was pretty big, man. Hey, Trey Lance. Hey, he could start somewhere else, but he can't start here. It's Purdy's job. Man, I don't know about you, Junior. But I can't think that that's a good thing, Niner, man. Hey, Niners. That's new content, too, by the way. Are you still on the Trey Lance bandwagon? You still on that bandwagon, man? Shit, man. That thing must be moving along now, man, because there's less guys I would think on that bandwagon. That thing must have picked up some serious speed right now. Used to be a whole shit. Hey, you should have seen these people. Hey, so you guys know, I used to get people wanting to make bets with me, $50 bets with me from the Bay Area that were going to Venmo me that Trey Lance would be a superstar player in the NFL. Those guys have all gone away. I looked at my Venmo, and I didn't see any money in there, man. I was supposed to be taking on all these $50 bets. I was like, I got you. I'll take that bet. Trey Lance all day. Woo, baby. Trey Lance season. Holy shit. All right. Pro football talk. I want to hit on them too next. CBS is crazy. Jalen Hurts is a top 20 football player. He is absolutely. They have him ranked. I know some of you are mad at me, but I have him ranked at least 19th. All right. Hit the like button. Keep it here on the National.